When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Hey everyone, so I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about check-in day. Word of advice: get a lot of rest the day before because you have a long day ahead of you. Okay, so I took a little bit of clips here and there, so I'm probably going to compile them together at the end of this video and show you guys what I went through. But I woke up at 6 in the morning, got ready, and was at the line at 6:30, and the line was already kind of long. I would say I was about like in the middle, so there were probably like already 50 if not more people already ahead of me in line. So my check-in day, a lot of people got there early. They started letting us in at around 8 o'clock once all the security guards got in there. So that's one thing to note, because I know on the website they say they're going to let you in at 9, but they actually let us in at 8. And we went through the line and we filled out a lot of paperwork. The first thing, we walked to the back of Vista, and the first thing they gave us was the little booklet, which you're going to need throughout your whole check-in process and even throughout casting. And on that booklet is where they put where we're going to work, what time we go to casting, and everything like that. So we went through the line and we filled out a lot of information. It was a smooth transitioning. They moved us from station to station. The second station we went to is where we decided where we want to live. So me and my roommates, we had already met up on Facebook, and we were kind of up in the air about where we wanted to live. Half of us wanted Chatham and half of us wanted Patterson, but once we got to check-in, we kind of all decided to stay with Patterson. So we got a 3-bedroom in Patterson, and I kind of had a problem during check-in. My roommate, who I was going to actually be sharing a room with, she was arriving later, so we were trying to see if they could hold that space for her so that she could room with us, and everything worked out. I'm so thankful that she is my roommate. So that worked out. After you go through the whole roommate part of the check-in, they send you through the line, and that's when you get your picture taken. So ladies, make sure you looking right, because I sure was not. I was having the worst hair day ever on check-in, and I had to take my picture. And the pictures, when they come out on your card, you get it in like a couple minutes. When they come out, your face looks so big. But anyways, ladies, just make sure you're looking right. These earrings I could not wear for my pictures. They made me take it out. So not only was I having a bad hair day, but I wasn't wearing any earrings. It was horrible, but it's just the picture just to get into your apartment complex. And so after we went through there, we went, if you had a car, that's when you would go to register your car. And this is where I ended up getting separated from my roommates, because they didn't have a car. So they went ahead and I went to go register for my car, and I ended up being on a bus 30 minutes after them. They got the 9:30 bus to casting, and I got the 10 o'clock bus to casting. So once I was done registering my car, that's when they gave me the time when I was going to go to casting. And then they gave you a little bag with snacks, like an apple, orange, and snack bar or whatever. So I actually had time to go to my apartment. I was the first one there, and I got to check it out, and it's really, really nice. Like I said, I don't know if I said this already, I'm going to do an apartment tour once we get everything set up. So I rushed over to my apartment and rushed back to catch the bus, which I almost missed. And we went to casting, and it was even longer than check-in. That's where we got our fingerprints taken, and once you like get into the building, they kind of line you up. You're probably going to see it in the video that I compiled at the end. And so that's where they tell you where you're going to be working at, and that was really exciting. And then we just went through the line and continued filling out more information. It takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, if not more, to go through everything, depending on if you have any issues or if you have any problems. I didn't have any problems. I went straight through, and it took about 1.5 hours. So after that, you go outside and you get on the bus to go back to either Vista, Chatham, or Patterson. I caught the bus back to Vista and just walked back to the hotel where I was staying at. And then I started moving my stuff in. So, oh, and also, I don't know if it was at casting or I think it was at casting. Or maybe it was at the check-in place that they tell you that you have to go to the housing meeting, and mine was at 3 o'clock. So I mean, you decide for yourself whether you go to that. They say it's mandatory. Some people say it just depends, but it's mandatory. So make sure you go to that, especially if it's your first time and you want to know the rules. But I don't know, people say it's common sense. But so you go to your housing meeting, and I just continued to move my stuff in later on that night, and I have a lot to unpack today. So, I mean, these 2 days, even though I have a free day, it's still kind of busy because I have a lot to unpack and get settled in. But later tonight is actually grocery bingo at 6 o'clock, so I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to going to that. And tomorrow I have traditions, and I have the first traditions, which starts, I have to be at the bus at 6:45, and I think that lasts about 3 hours. So after that, I'll be able to start training and start working. So yeah. If you guys have any questions, you could just leave it down below and I'll get back to you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video at the end. Bye. Okay, so it's 6:30 in the morning and the line is already this long. I don't know if you can see that. Your check-in time. We are checking in at Vista Way. This is the line. We got here around 6:30. And this is the amount of people in the back. So this is the welcome center with the tent.
So they might have to come right out and get on the bus. If that happens,
And we just wait. Woo! So we got our, this is the line. They are so,
Alright, we're on our bus to Casting, and my name's Kevin. I'll be on the bus ride with you over to the Casting Center. First off, I just want to make sure that everyone has their IDs with them, right? It's on you, not in your bag.